sma yaba pe na me introduce me first guest amo. say there are train na ye quick try ho sema aba we ye impactful leaders talk show na me say ye call break na ya san aba say sisi na join ya dwumedi ye ne mpanimfo a wa koda wa abrabom tena ase di nkomo fo wa abrabom na enwoma wo gudu wo ye boa adasa na ende ye rererem no nipa ye ne bezi nkomo ozikan onu ofi Caribbean krowa wo friend Barbados na we fi kwa wa ba Ghana de olubebo sua aba ya mambre ye tradition na fi so kwan a ye nananum anase mpenifo a wo hwe traditions and customs no kwan a ye for ye se bia se na wo gunsa ne munyama na ade nyinara we fi Barbados kwan titintin say please how many hours did you use on a flight?
Oh, well, from the UK to Accra is around 5 hours.
Okay, so how about Barbados to you?
From UK to Barbados is around 8 hours.
Okay, so almost 13 hours
yeah.
He was on a flight just to come to Ghana. Obviously, Uncle Baby or Volta region, no ocean about Ghana tradition in sem. Na penina o te gomi. Nezinu ebia na mugba me hu papa so mugba ya baka brofo unfortunately ya baka brofo but along the line me trim kakra me sure say bebre na so what brofo that dance and shada anything it's yes spiritual like information I mean ya fa no ho no dia me de man ni poor me boy ye say or global cultural activist for Sunday obefinu krodo aba Africa ye Ghana ndol be bosua aba ye bibisem ni amanyo sem ni culture ho nsem no dam na ye bo no tofa fan inti no ni din no say nya Ghana din inti me I will go to him say na obo me peda me bo no make mistake inti no mama wa bo ni din no then we continue from there. Pacho, please welcome.
Thank you.
So being on a flight for 13 hours is not a joke. But before we go into that conversation, I kind of reserved the mentioning of your name because I don't want to make mistake for the guest. So please, would you mention the full name and a bit about who you are?
Okay. The first name is Ika Ivula.
Okay.
Which is, well, Ika Ivula Kambere, which is the Gari.
Okay.
Awudi is the name assigned or given to me since going through the Koku initiation.
Okay, so please, you amplify your voice a bit for me.
Sure.
So you went through what
initiation?
Yes, the initiation. You mentioned it.
Yes, this initiation took place last year.
Okay.
So I became a priest.
Okay.
In the tradition, as I was trying to explain, I've recognized that once you go through the initiations, you see all of the cultural relics within the framework of the tradition. The same thing has happened to me in Burkina Faso. Around 2017, I got initiated within the Dagara tribe as an elder or priest. And the same thing, through that initiation process, which took like a week, all of the cultural traditions were shown to me through that initiation process.
Wow. So like you are not just a priest here in Ghana, but you have been through initiation in Ivory Coast?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso. So before you came in 2017 to Burkina Faso, you were already in the spirituality, like you were already a priest in Barbados?
No.
Okay, so what inspired the decision to move from Barbados to Ghana, especially to Burkina Faso in the first place in 2017?
Yeah, well, the trip to Burkina Faso was inspired by one Burkinabe. His name is he's now passed. Maladoma Some. And he's written a few books. And one of the books that tend to inspire persons, especially in the West, is one called Of Water and the Spirit. So I read that book. And even though a lot of the events are not factual. It was written in such a way to inspire persons around the cultural heritage and the information in relation to growth of the human psyche, of the human spirit, within that book. So that book kind of inspired me.
So please, what's the name of the book? If somebody would like to get a copy.
Yes, the name of the book is called Of Water.
Of Water.
And the Spirit.
And the Spirit.
Yes.
That's Burkinabes wrote that book.
Yes.
So that's really inspired. So like, let's go back to the beginning before you were inspired to move to Burkina Faso. What were you doing then?
Yes. So initially, I used to be within my teenage years, coming out of school. I used to be a professional musician.
Okay.
All right, playing keyboards, playing bass.
Okay.
Then I elevated from that and decided that I wanted to get into medicine, but more from a holistic perspective.
Okay.
So I traveled to China, I traveled to the US, spending close to between 3 to 5 years studying traditional Chinese medicine.
Okay.
So I became qualified, certified in that. And I've been running that practice now with that, with those traditions for about maybe 27 years.
Okay.
All right. Now, with studying traditional Chinese medicine, it then suddenly occurred to me that, hey, so the Chinese have their own indigenous tradition. I'm of African descent.
Okay.
So we must have some kind of traditional medicine. And that was part of the opening, so to speak, helping me to now travel the pathway of my ancestry.
Okay. So then before you came to Ghana, that's 2017, you were in
Burkina Faso.
And then you didn't come back to Africa since then?
No, I've been actually, before that initiation, that within the Dagara tribe, there are 2 types of initiation.
Okay.
You have a community type initiation, and then you have a personal type initiation, where you're under mentorship from a healer who's already doing the work. And it's more personal, it's more private. But I first went to Burkina in around 2012.
Okay.
So I've been traveling there every year up until now, and then also then started to come to Ghana. Yeah.
So what inspired moving to Ghana?
Well, okay, so Upper West, Laura area, there is the Cardboard Chieftaincy Palace.
Okay.
So they are Dagara.
The Gabon Chieftaincy Palace.
Yeah, Carbo, Karbo.
Okay.
Chieftaincy, yes.
Okay.
Chieftaincy Palace.
Okay.
They're that family. They are also Dagara.
Okay.
So we cross the river from Burkina. It doesn't take long. If it's rainy season, it can probably take, I don't know, maybe a longer period, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. But if it's low dry season, 1 minute and you cross the river and you're into Ghana.
Okay.
Vice versa.
Okay.
So usually when there's some initiation going on, all of the houses have to be, told, well, this is what is happening. So I visited the shrine because I was given information that, oh, well, there is the chieftaincy house there in Laura.
Okay.
So I visited, I was introduced to the family, I was introduced to the chief, who is now deceased actually.
Okay.
All right. And then recognizing now that within the palace there's a kind of an extension of what was happening in Burkina. So what I get to realize is that it's a journey. You have the Dagara community, Upper West Laura, then they're into Burkina, all the way across Burkina into Ivory Coast.
Okay. From the past
Upper
to
West,
Ghana
yes,
to Ivory Coast.
all the way through Ivory Coast. You can find Dagara people.
Okay, so based on the research you did, that's what you were able to
Yes,
gather. Oh, okay.
yes, absolutely.
So that's what inspired you moving from Burkina to.
Well, I was getting there. Now, within the Chieftaincy Palace, there's a hunter shrine. So then I inquired about becoming a hunter and what that would, entail. So actually, I think it was either 2 or 3 years ago, then I did my first initiation into the hunter shrine. and I immensely enjoy that.
Okay.
I love hunting at night.
Okay. Okay, so you do hunting as well, personally?
Yes, so in order to become a hunter, you need to go through now a special type of initiation, so that when you're going to the bush, that you are protected
Okay.
to function within the domain of the bush, and you're not just going in as a neophyte or someone who doesn't understand the dynamics of how life is within the bush.
Okay. So please, you hold on for us. It's my name Penin or your priest. Into I can't custom your back there or your comfort. Now, Ofi Barbados, a Caribbean. Now, Pepe, you have Africa, I have Burkina Faso since 2012 until about 2017. And all your researcher who there from Burkina Faso to Ghana to Ivory Coast. Na Ebusio Kubi or Honoma. No, Ofi Burkina, Waba Ghana, Ebinum Suo, Ivory Coast. Into no on Amdumo, the man of this Abaka Ghana. Aye, the way Anoche Herbal and Spiritual Center. We're training now our initiation. In common basically of 4 flights. Every year, we are not Burkina Faso for almost 6 to 7 years, and Sana all started the all Ghana. It is a CCN joining away impactful leaders talk show. Na mine konfu no Nyagana Hano on African of the Caribbean, but what shall we would an inch Africa and in Tiapa Ghana, with Burkina, Wasa Ghana, Olusia Koyaba for the Usia Yana Nanum, a quail for the share Sumema, Yamun Chimbasu Yaboto. Aha, it's Yogudu is in common. It's in Pacho Kodada, they share impactful leaders talk show. So let's, because of the time, let's look into this. Since you came to Ghana, how has it been for you? I know you are initiated in Tobe Anoche Herbal and Spiritual Center.
Yes.
Yes. So how has it been for you from way back till today?
Based on my observation, there's a lot of similarity in relation to what we experience in the Caribbean. I could say there's a lot of similarity and differences at the same time. But what I've experienced or what I continue to experience in Africa, it is more like you've come home. You've returned to the root. So, for example, we have a dish called kuku. Now, if you see how the kuku is prepared, and then when you look and you see how banku is prepared, or even to a lesser extent how fufu is prepared, immediately you recognize that the kuku is an evolution of the banku or even the fufu. All right? So, from a cultural perspective, and the dances, even though within the voodoo tradition, when you observe the dance, you see it's more of a heart-centered movement type dance, whereas in Barbados, it's more a hip rotation type exercise or dance.
So, would I say you did an ancestry to know you are from West Africa? That's why you came? No.
No, I wouldn't say so. It happened more from a spiritual perspective. So, for example, I found myself in Burkina initially, but the elders, the old men, was able to say to me, they checked. They said, so we recognize that you were from this region.
Wow, seriously?
Yes,
and they were able to see
and they said to me, they even called the name, and they say we recognize that you were once connected to an elder that we have here in the shrine called Sogoyi.
Wow.
Yes.
So, like, were they talking about past or present?
Past.
Wow,
Yes.
this is serious. So, like, because of the time, I wish we have enough time to delve into this. Putting everything together, as compared to being in Barbados, in Africa, you've been in Ghana, everything you've been through, what do you think is missing for a Ghanaian youth, especially when it comes to our spirituality? Because you've been on the ground. People because you see, Africans, we've actually thrown away what we have as people. And now kind of we are adopting a new sense of culture. And you have moved from Barbados to Ghana to learn about what we are throwing away. So, like, if someone is watching right now, what advice from all these years you've been here, comparing to your knowledge in spirituality, what would you tell that person?
Okay. If we look at what has happened in the Caribbean and what has happened on the ground, particularly West Africa, Central Africa, we would recognize that we went through a similar type of experience. And actually, I'm preparing myself to write a paper on what I will label the plantation syndrome.
Okay.
The plantation syndrome. So what has happened is that our minds have been altered
Okay.
or changed or shifted from a cultural dynamic that supported who we are as a people to one that is foreign.
Okay.
Now, if there's a tree, a large tree without roots, the tree is unstable. Whether it's you're Chinese, they're encouraged and develop their cultural and ancestral traditions. Whether it's Japanese, whether it's Europeans, and we as Africans need to understand that in order for us to move forward, just like the Sankofa bird is saying, in order to move forward, you need to understand your history. You need to understand what has happened in the past. You need to understand your tradition. If the root is not there, and if you're not connected to our history, we're destined to fail.
So do you think there's hope for?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's
Absolutely.
hope.
This whole and I think our politicians, our decision makers need to understand this, and they need to understand in order to have a grounded cultural identity that we need to invest in the youth. And the history is important because as I'm having conversations, I recognize that even though yes, there is a large percentage that understand the history, there's still a large percentage that is not aware of the history, what has happened.
And I would say the history was a bit distorted. And
Yes.
so I am a queen. I'm a queen.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
And you see, before I became a queen, I think I was 24.
Okay.
And I was so scared because I've heard so many evil things about our tradition. And I never wanted to get close. Until I went close and I'm like, really? So we have this. And like we don't even appreciate it.
Yeah.
So let me say I'm a cultural activist myself.
Okay.
Today.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Today, I'm so much inspired by your journey
Mm.
because imagine how many people will go on a trip like this
Yes.
to seek for something that is so deep like what you are doing.
Yes.
God bless you. And before we end the conversation today, and before you give out your last words, I would like to ask, how has your spiritual center in Barbados been over the years?
Okay, so we have a growing group, and we're slowly embracing the original or authentic African dynamics. Because you see, as I mentioned before, the plantation syndrome, it creates a kind of thinking that moves you away from your tradition. So the question is, who told us that our tradition was evil?
Exactly.
Where did that story come from? Whose narrative is it our narrative?
No.
So I think the more we understand this, whether it's in the Caribbean or whether it's on the continent, that once we start to shift our thinking, our consciousness, our understanding of information, and how information affects the psyche, then because I have experienced challenges to transform oneself or to change one's way of thinking when you have been conditioned to function and see the world in a particular way, especially from a child, is very difficult. It calls for a lot of dedication. It calls for commitment. It calls for awareness.
Wow.
You know, so as I'm working with persons within my group or within the shrine there, yes, I'm seeing slowly that cultural change evolving, transforming,
Wow.
and becoming more authentic in terms of its root and where our spiritual connections are from, what it's related to, and how it can help us to transform ourselves. So yes, I'm seeing that happening.
There's a lot of shifts.
Shifts.
So, would you say you are the only person who have a shrine in Barbados?
Yes, I do have a shrine.
Are you the only person?
No, there are other shrines. Like, for example, there is, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Cuba and its centered tradition, which has evolved out of the Orisha tradition.
Wow.
So there's a shrine house there in relation to
So,
that.
the conversation, we have to end it and continue with Tokwe. Unfortunately, the time is not enough for us. But before you go, your last words. What would you tell somebody who is watching? Quick, and also where someone can find you, your social handles, any contact details. Maybe somebody is in Barbados, someone is in Ghana, the person would like to connect with you, maybe like anything. So contact details, social handles, and also your last words.
Okay.
Quick.
So my office telephone number in Barbados is 246.
Okay.
Okay.
So plus 246.
Right. 427
427
40
40
96.
96.
And if
Let's
they have
take it
challenges with that,
Let's
then,
take it again.
okay. Plus 246
Plus 246
427
427
40
40
96.
96. Nti a pese friend na onu ofi Barbados na wa Ghana oye konfo nti ebi pe information bi ana bibia ebotum arrange no contact details na ya bono pachona your social handles.
Okay, so the main social handle that we use is Facebook.
Okay, Facebook.
So you can find us on the Barbados Dagger Village.
Okay, Barbados Dagger. So the Dagger is DA
GARA.
Okay, RA.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Barbados Dagger.
Dagger.
Dagara.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Village.
Dagara Village. Okay,
Yes.
So Barbados Dagara Village.
Village.
So the Dagara is DAGARA Village. Able to arrange on that. Able to have a Facebook now. Akobo Barbados Dagara Village. Now I reach out to him. Now bibi epede bisani biano akona ekobisano. Enti in there mini penina. Oya konfo na ofi Barbados wa Ghana ye ke say Tokwe Anoche Spiritual Herbal and Spiritual Center we initiate na sisa oya konfo mapa na oyi nejuma Barbados intinde only na me yin nkomo na last words and some more kind there is hope for Africa. Yes, and there is hope for our tradition. No mom, he's also advising there. Yeah, Penifa with the banner, especially when position one was in there. Woman being nipa ye as Africans, and I say yeah tradition, yeah culture, and yamam breast seminal. Yamon do grana people go from Yamama from our wash as over no way soon de film. I saw any baby a look. If you don't know where you are coming from, you wouldn't know where you are going. And that is his words. So I think, do you have anything else to say?
I think I was going to touch on that with you. Yes. Let us embrace. My point is, let us embrace our philosophy.
Okay.
And let us be clear as to whose philosophy we are embracing.
Okay.
So if you're going to use the Sankofa verb, that is an entire philosophy in itself, because we have the philosophy of I think therefore I am, which promotes individualism. We can change that into I think therefore we are, or we can use the Ubuntu philosophy.
I am because you are. Yes. Echo, one of the African country. What time you are friend Ubuntu? I say I am because you are. Africa, Ghana said by was Sankofa, different one. It was Yanshan, Yabobo, and Yamfa, Name Bob, name Africa, Untumpono Conim. I think then the last words or the man to my one channel for Obinadine. Aha, Intino. Please, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Pleasure
I
is
wish
all
there
mine.
is more time because I'm sure you have vast knowledge when it comes to African spirituality. And that of me, I want to know that of Barbados.
Sure.
Yeah, so maybe one time, when there's more time, we would invite you
discuss,
to come.
yes,
Exactly. Eating pacho, menino common area, Sisiano, yeah, break, yeah, but minito anoche. See you for Togo anoche Herbal and Spiritual Center. Only didn't know that. Yes, it's Obaba Naya Tia and Commando if you are. Must order a trainer, Mitra Mosma, Abba But that was that train na ye quick train ho sima aba. And then unfortunately no ever no. Meaning same say for me he be aka ho because there be a time no so he. But there was the day be the net bill na afiso ya papa on season 2 of Impactful Leaders Talk Show. Ajibo na atwen he. Before the book break me kai there many CEO of Togbe Anochi Herbal and Spiritual Center based in Komo from the first conversation ana ye both chodu wa hano intino kamuna mema Togbe akaba so pacho akwabo pacho me
Nyamiado
I'm say Togbe Anochi this is not the first time na only a campaign be into the bia bia me make sure that wa aba na to say ye di them campaign ho nkomo all to start ben the ombombazen na senior other religion especially Muslim fu ye national mosque no na Christian sunga yami adum ka ye national cathedral and some ban no aban fani one tray to be make sure say be a national shrine na to say Ghana so no because that's very key o Sunday if obi efi Barbados wa ba to go Anochi Herbal and Spiritual Center we training me so a priest odo ko Barbados or the ejuma then I just say Ghana fa say we put away the ejuma no say bibi dem wo ha e ba ma afufufu so efi baby mmemme bebre abaga na we be bosua ade afaye tradition na ye ko and the be pacho I'm say in the share advocacy no but you know dunti amaka mu kakra ba den botane we chirnta extra ban day on the spiritual shrine national shrine ma Ghana
ade ba ko ne say shrine no nkori ne ho
okay
ntini de isi Ghana ne nyina ye hia nkori
okay no quarry tell of beti no quarry
bosun fie no untimi jonjo
okay
ntini ade ba ko so ka ho say ti say abai ni fa ni night to form ni ye pipia kama because is here in Chorofo no adoso obi oho oni shrine
okay
bo obi obo obi kakra ba odi saade no e di ji obi sika de nipa no pekura wonya ntini sanya mara nyina ti say abai stop sanya mara obi oho woni lansisa enya de obe ya adwuma no
okay
because enu na ma say bia obi be ka say asofo no asafo wo ba konfo no susu asafo so yes before benya konfo papa akon ho be dia nkore a kire wo enya easy
wow nti ba cha ye tradition hu nkomo bia ye be hye bia e ka ho asem e Christianity ni like religion ankasa in all imo ade susu de ye ne ebobu Africa papa even Christianity, Muslim, everything like
a tradition.
Say, is this to be a sister and uncle tradition? Nanka unjay.
Tradition is the best.
Okay.
Because in Chironim, in Chironim, last time you can be said, "Oh, Busumfi, ye catch us say, Unko yin say, Uko yin say, or for Busum, but I will consolidate me a yin say." We are Muslim, you bet me a yin, so bet me a bibia. But we be a bosom bet me a chew, one core, and it'll be the pony bibi too.
I'm say, don't be. I'm say this is not the first time to one or two hours, but I may be a phone in a corner back to do. No more ever thread so be friend or wide when trivia. On your tofa in my hand. It's number near 0501 484671. 0501484671. Afi so WhatsApp be na pede test so able to send on 0545713432. It's no one pede wo friend. Pacha frepena no short am hem burning tea hand. To call line be 0501484671. You say the last time na you do nkomo fa say bonnet anka say ban ye tradition bonnet ne hunsun so se bia obi why bonnet no we wu na ne echimofo no wo bre wo ho eno no pacho den e be ka fa eno ho
boni na ne say aman no ankanye boni a sisi akura ukodu parliament ankasa ebia obi oho odi ankore ene ya adwuma ba nunu o ne nche obe say adwuma na man odi boni be say adwuma na man odi nchiro be say adwuma na man ba bia mu on national shrine mu koho obi abe soy say parliament we kosisi anu adwin boni bia ni obi ntam ebia o ya ndisi no ya MPP ni boni bia ni ho obi anko be bia so be tu draw obi o ye sa ade na bosum ne nku obetimi aye boni ontimi
na bajo emisha damadi susu de Ghana ye baje atom
Ghana ye bompai ama yura President Mahama senem boy shrine wo ye muslim ni oye pepe for anyasa ba ni bomodia ni mfa ni nancy for wo be hu
se Ghana basisa
Ghana basisa
wow
Ghana basisa bibia be boko because we ye mistake pe boso me you free
na bono so was on pedi pa hu no se ko basa ye wudodo
dabi enye hu se me minim se ebia me wale me yire amfa mechi mele ya me yire oyawa enye ari obe famichi enu ankasa ko famichi a enenu any problem wa wuti dada so yes ade na e boni obe frame obe nzinu Ghana bibia ye jitu mpe bibia be ye bra bobe sisa
na insusu de the urban other religion I was say ewu a baby wo no meboko heaven wo ho aya mebo for wa ko nti na bia ye obi wo mo no ole ye no bo no wa ja to no pedo okọ hell
za heaven bia ni ho
hell su bia ni
bibia ni ho la obi gina ho say heaven wo ho obo oye boni bitia obi asase we aso na obenya ne hu katua no ahaya enu na obenya ne hu katua wunya ahaya o dachi o kola benya obusu efo benya when e ko heavy en no ba be kan kire obi say ma ko heavy say na esi free na no muta obi ko hoda
obi amba e
heavy mbia ne asase we aso ye bibi fo no ana ye tradition fo no ye jitu enu ntini ye bompa e kura ye free na no mu no obi from free heavy ansa no be body inside go from ye jitu so mo from hwe ye obebia yes
last time when I can say afibia do am say June abosom no wo befie ana what to kwan
yes sometimes abosom no to kwan
okay
ba anye bosom bia na to kwan bia ni nyina to kwan bia ni fie behwa wo no okolo enye ni nyina okay
intina no bacho say abosom no to kwan sana hin fadam na woko hin fa na woko like where do they go to
ko ye na na ho
okay
awo fom ko tie sampa ho ne mu aba be ka kire
nti woko na wono ko ye meeting ana
yes so
meaning say wono we intemgina fom ahem ne ho awewu
ya ehonum no mbe kasa asem na bia wo ye bosum bi wodi bone okodu ho eni dia won ba biom woka ho
obusum no
yes on baby
hey
woka ho
really
I offer na
yin so wewu
se bosum no etimi
really
say haba na die say haba timi bosum timi
so ko mbabi
david
say we could dibone nti what on matna
yes nti no bosum no wo mu different dey di bone no e different dey wo di bone so e different boye konfo papa obehu saade no se bosum bi oho untimi mfa ndi boni
yeah someday tipo ene afaso ebohu se onu super boni nti onu sta no so afiso e so ko no ko mba bi
yes
so onim so ko mba
onim because o ko do ho adwuma ye no ye na na mba bi sa bosum titifo na esuma bosum no na di enkole ni suma no mbe bisa question awiase no dia na okoye wa wiase obe ya konta mo o ye wie pe onye ne ye obe nya ne ho nkache
then no bosom no so nti obosom no so wa punish won no
yes bosom kitwa o kesi ho sa ekodu mu senior mind
hey wow
yes
hey wow inko fu bebe nim dem semi o
yes bebe obi o mu kase bosom pe oje tu mu se bosom bia eye time bosom bi o betimi ahye ne pabo ko ne nem bosom bi o won hye pabo bosom bi o one be mada on be no sebi obredia on ko ho on yes ebia oyide akowo awo hospital on be bosom no ni dan won pefi ya won ka sakura we konfo no kura before be ko bosom dan no chi se wodware eye clean as an obeko. Yeah.
Awesome no. To say, Kofu bebe nim. Me de nyandem kwanka minim se sana abosom no ye wo mu different. Wow, le ebinum so wotum tukwan a womba. So obi kono so obi tukwan na so ba. Odi nyama foforo ba ana se.
Odi nyama foforo ba. Odi asam foforo ebia wo konfo no ana obusuefo no ana obimben no so owo bosu no mo obetimi adi na asem ba se afi we ewo ofie no mu wo problem bi owo ofie no mu ntinu pe kuko pewe pese ne infan so problem no man
let bibia ya
dani ko mbebebe
hey asami jeje it's no send us some ado hono na Christianity so was the heaven no send they the same ana
dabi enye the same dabi yena na mudia no anu nti ye bompa ya yengu esro ye di gu form
okay
yes a form ye bibia wo form before obi be bompa ya chi se wo ye ne mpabo ni nan no ni nka form di okabia form ni jitu nyama boni bia nyama papa bia wo form no obedi atu yes
so you share but penina menim think and come priest I would come there this the two I remember I can't remember it's saying do you go ba if other countries oba beji initiation so why don't know what to wonka na what the ba
oh first oba otaba comfort bebre ho ba medical because of azanti no obi mu ye no 419 obi mu dada no ba oba betumi no ma bie ma kire no bosum ni opeso besumana wan kasa ko market me nyemi na mi ko ji ohun o sika se mi ko tori ko ni nko tobra hono na mepe mi driver manu o di ko market ko to nyama bia na ye bibia manu o ya de ba kokura mi nkasa na ye konfo no kura ade na du bebia mi ye mu hye mi bosum na ye manu ye di si boti
atoboti ni ye den
tiger head lion head
si boti okay
tiger head lion head chimpanzee crocodile sa nyamanu enu na di ye bosum no owo bolum amanu ye bosum no manu no so mu hono mu no akwa ni ho so beku sa abo no ntino odi kaka kire mi se sa bosum no ntimi fa ko ne kro ene mini no akobet se bosum be ko ho biambie bosum no so ntino ye du Ghana airport ene ekotoka airport international ye du hope ene immigration fo abeji bo no business e dey no na maka no se bosum no mo nkasa na package bibia bosum ye si ye mienu ye mpeja ye ntimi mpeja ba omu di tu omu machine no mu di weigh bags ni nyama no omu di tu so a bosum ni weight no mbenya no kitwa aye no nkasa aye no mo se saade no na esi wonini ba before ye di be sikam no ye 3 answer na epeja de sikam before be you airport hospital aye no mo nti no progressive bosum ni se wodu ni krom na wo biambie bosum no so a ani dia o jet no so be ye comfort totally odu ho biambie so aye ko ke kra aye good crowd be ko odi ko ho obi am bie so mo no
wow
no no je to say yes baby oh
oh wow so only na last and I'm say can this example
yes.
yeah are there any part 3 months no to me the plain man what is skill do just if I could this skill do
yes ye mienu
nti ko do ya no so ni factory ya no on the like on
our friend the boys so mo abeka ne ho na epeja yes
oh my goodness hey of any boys answer over can one answer
yes
wow then it means that like in any senior king baby wo mining
baby ani amane ma we wo catch ne say ade we wo catch ne say bia o say opebosum we enayi kasa na obisa me say opebosum a aponchi gina ho catch ne say ni wo aponchi ne wo na me catch ne say me obi me catch ne pe no say wo ko baby umukoye ne forward na umukoye na ansa ntino sadia o china obeto ponchi ne try hwe say obewu ana wo na me say no problem wow no ankasa beto owo market ade aba ne makashin say ni sunim by less than 10 minutes this abone yes
serious
yes
obewu
sasusu o pese odi be ye boni sasusu obeti be ye boni ba we ye konfo we di ye boni enye afia ka yes manusu o pese onyana odiko ni kroma ni kromfo ne hu se dia iwo ne hono no baby wom
because me do come no ka say no hono me about 80% were Christians
yes
and kakano so ebinim ye Muslim na ade then how were traditional for the kitwe bi
yes
no look I said to say e hono na was share brainwashing as if ya to say am Africa for slave na kasanga wo train o mama what to be agui as people you know this year I'm say I been here there obi there you can't be brave there this year no so ba che yin there Christian so me sure there nkoma yezi e kedo bi nja ni Christian so what's freedom of association say na to be ka ni example say man here there Africa for you come back to nipa yeye as people no say say Christianity na epede ya say we obi ntumi mbe ya say chinchurch tradition obi so person traditional I think say we should allow the person to
yes
on your tradition
yes
because na say be a Christian for ya ko out we to akwa preaching wo bi ne fie no basically ever friend there say na king sa na eti say wo so aso ahwene hu tinelka
yes
but on some make an eti
but yes
sa because we more teach but say this is actually pa chere yenja ye Christians me yenko traditional na no pa cho me to be wa so traditional hwe we hu na ewu no ma ho example ni akwan nyama esisi a we hu se na bia ko Christianity so a osofutum bompa na obi ni yaba no o se ko pa chere no susu de no so no kwabu
a solid and so o bompa na obi
debi obi yare na osofu de sato no do abompa amana
ni nyina yedro ye konfo na na ye mo yedro
wo be je edru na wodo ko
edro bi o horses ya ye friend tinasi e company o ye bibi o ti se adwuma mu ha o pese o be bo adwuma ne tinasi e di sa dro no na bo adwuma ne tinasi nti a sole susu saa na eye no abi oho powers nso bi oho betimi apitipiti agwa konya no emma no obetina so edu time a mi wadi owo ho na me di me ma sofo no wo boss ade na onya boss ade ne pe ade na ebesi se saa akomu so no yuzu no chi se nimba oba anya ade obeka mpa oba beka nina now obi nina now no onye befo ba odu ho be kase nina na ya befo nini obi na ewo fie no na ma wonya wo na ewo no na ma wonya wo le na ewo won kasa later umbu bo wo video ni chirewa abaye wo won se wo na o yes ali ye konfona ne ye konfona
no way your mouth
so for be any ho awo wiase we want me nka say won kitado nle enjo
ma wo to me ye nyoma na ehu no
me see so for be any ho
kola se kan say wa so for be more than 100
me no so for no ntoko ni ntemu because me nim say ajuma na we
ba so dey say hello Pasha, what did you baby I can say
hello
Pasha, what did you baby I can say
I got the thing is
okay Pasha, it's you oh unfortunately corner
me shame what do you mona with the number to the channel stuff
oh you okay Pasha that's it yeah that's the friend yeah time requires up so I realized that people were calling but I never drop Pasha that's the friend unfortunately me had my next week see baba into no like more is coming because I have no yes deep into in yoma o Sunday nyama pepe ono ma ayiwa ye hu ana ye nim nti e ya desua na yesua sese bi no bi nya adwena ene de ye is one ka sabati here ya adwun so no ye ni na say he de I say akwa so na preach tre I memes no pa chen sa pepe nti no asofo no aba more than 100 na wan ko tempo e handle so it means that asofo e binum so wo ada akonfo honom
bebre
it's what this CV are they deceiving the public and now what this CV
say what pesika until me oba me ho me ka kire no se chale o di nyama we ba me be yama enye boni so nkoku ni pa aha ba obe sofo dia adwenboni ni trum no obe ma okwase obetimi akosum bosum bi o ofia ba dia adwenboni o trum no o ma okwase obekọ ofia obeka say ya de boni ba o kọ ni dema nyama na ego hono nyama dubo ni ire nim na kola krani
na onu katra memes na mo nkofie mo nko na wokọ ya busum sem ni nyam
sofo bia ni Ghana ani dia abi wom di omu starti ba no ani omu ni sika be ko bebi no yes ba omu so omu plan e be ko
there's someone hello Pacha, what did you baby get Sophie? Good evening. Pacha, what did you baby get Sophie? Pacha, say. Castle, okay. Pacha, you too. Okay, Pacha, wait the if na if you TV no unfortunately yeah time in our classroom now me sure that the first time TMC am a book a crack but all my 10 minutes I upon cho it's in common I good I no sebi ebi enim poda wo sofo sebi because bi na to boy kasa na nkotin asofo be 100 plus na osho ho hello Pasha efrepe na FTV no ho na isa ye ntumi no nkasa hello I drop enya hwe ya time no pass so ena to working e bia nimbo so usofu no obi ano ne bi send the hand ye ntumi nchre
won't me what you see
no kasema nkofie abosomsam na ebia na nkonfuso because of one adukro hentina one person oboy associate with our tradition because when you say okoye pe obo
awum sa ntina obi o hombe tradition enu na make say aban na njintum no because obi o hosisi a opese aban ne kura ne mfresu nani anu kura ne mbra be dikan ba ye di aban no nyama ne nyina de hye bozum ne nsama ye di kan ka chiro se wo ye saade na bozum ne nko
se me kai say me wo be me hima no kan say I say fie no obi bona so me from me bamba so I say okay obi de ne ba ba wo enu me try no kwada pum sa
Esa. Esa.
so bia
Obvious.
why careful because na say and some people can say but na ye kano obi nka say jaw Christianity ana but wanga say nim nia oye sabi obi so ne de opay tradition no obi so pe Christianity obi so pe Muslim. Hello. But you didn't baby I can say fi. Okay. Okay, but you tell. But let me see it too.
Papa no kasama. Okay. So we need to suma. I was there. We did training in and I said, we are too sure. I was there to training in we are too. We can say the solution. National said they are the women. We were said they are dedicated to women. I was said they are we are also saying we need to come. I said they are the woman not powerful. Now we need to
okay.
And I think it's really one year. It's really never. I don't know the never. It's a 2 year man. And then so we do everything to the God the Father who brought us to this world.
Okay.
If you look at customer one can say yeah, a bit quite correct to say they are winning Christian, but you say they winning.
Okay.
They need to start Bible. And what kind but I'm not
okay.
If you want to finish your bank, but I'm not position her bank and someone more.
Okay.
What's that? If you are not
okay.
And I should say, yeah, maybe we should be publishing
okay, but I'm saying, don't be a question. Quick one. Time in sir. Question.
The person was in Yami to me or maybe in Jane, Yami to me be all. But person mean besides the tradition. And then Christianity, the NAFS they can buy.
Okay. But I'm not obviously I'll say traditional Christianity, the hand in the can buy.
Because tradition only Christianity. Christianity was ordered. And some of it better tradition.
Oh, okay.
Tradition, you can do that. And some are also in my bedroom.
Okay. So it's about to say that Christianity or one man say what the tradition, but the tradition they like the Pakistan or designing here, but Christianity the net or what right?
Business Bible independent in our nature. I didn't think Yami or per se Yensuma, Nensunua. I didn't know my Bible need to say in so.
Okay,
Israel for crown the Bible new Bible. At the end, is still almost.
Yo, so this na Bible so now we want to fish buy and I will design it where you not draw Bible no.
Yo, but I can be some I have bank here. When you learn the answer, no, but I have bank value.
This is a Nina now Macunia no if you know Munyanway.
Yo, okay.
Awo fie bia mu.
What's the day? If you be wana kunja na ade na wo honum de no woni.
Na kunya no. Ya mama na no kunya ebaye.
Umunya kunya no he umu di free hin e bae.
So me schedule.
Ya mama na no kunya ebaye.
Yes.
Okay, hello. Mbacha, I'm say pede mo akunya na ba show no do. Na yehwe na ye didam command for. Yes, time now so nti no mbacha be pick contact na frɛ hen. Na ya hwe say next week bi be ma aba na ye like guni tobe adaji wo ma wa aba na che say ya tan sa na schedule another day na mo mbra na internet ni che say me na me host na che say obi a ye hwe say na e beko nti no ya da wase den den che bo hwe na ye time na ye bill mbunu sa ye bobo mozi na ya san aba another time yami adma de send 7 p.m. pepe jo bill the way but I that's there by
Yo.
na epede reach out to tegu anochia on social media baby tegu an okay
Tradition Christosum
hwe nkomoni hu
Christosum
hwe nkomoni hu how I dey go to na
challenge bi ani
okay yeah one
abi obestro say ontimi physical for na ebe kasa
oh
ba eyade a ye kire YouTube eyade a ye kire Ghana mine say obi ani hu say we na ye clear we na ye genuine anu nti
okay
nti no challenge bi ani say bia minu kasa obi betu mi dro obi be ye say dabi
yeah okay yo nti ya da wase yami aduma de send 7 p.m. to na join here on Impactful Leaders Talk Show ya crow na pacho quick one Edu Herbal Clinic SMB test no so ya sin na ye di dwumezi bro nti no yami aduma de send e be sen share